Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the special regional council meeting for October the 14th. We acknowledge that we're in a traditional territory as our friends, neighbors, and Treaty 8 partners of the Fort Nelson First Nation, the Prophet River First Nation. We recognize our treaty and the rights provided in those treaties, and we celebrate the contributions and enduring presence of the Métis people in our region. Please be advised that this afternoon's meeting is available to the public to attend virtually, is being streamed and recorded. Are there any changes or additions to the agenda? No. Adoption of the agenda, please. Moved by Councillor Souls, second by Councillor Roper. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Okay, that brings us to our delegation, which is Alan Bone from Eclipse LLP. So I will turn it over to staff and let staff start us off.
All right, let's turn the mic on. So council's aware that we've had a bit of a delay in presenting our audited financial statements. We had a few items that we wanted to make sure that we had correct this year. And so that, along with vacation eventually getting in the way, but we're ready to have Alan speak to our audited financial statements for 2024. Oh, I'm sorry. Jay just reminded me that we have a resolution on the floor to go in camera.
Okay.
For the auditor to report.
Okay. Okay, I thought there was some discussion before we were going to do that, but if not, then we'll need a resolution to move in camera for 91 L of the community charter. Moved by Councillor Gerwing, second by Councillor Souls. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. We'll now go in camera. Thank you, everybody. Back into the regular. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. We're finishing the in-camera portion of the meeting. We're back into the regular meeting. We have a delegation here, Alan Bowen from Eclipse LLP, to talk to us about our audited financial statements. Alan, I'll turn it over to you. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, I appreciate being invited to present on behalf of my firm. I just want to point out first our name change for everybody's awareness. There has been no change in my practice other than the name. Just with some partner retirements and whatnot, we decided to rename the firm to be more appropriate and indicative of our future. So also like to thank everybody for taking the time to discuss this with me. I'm here to present the auditor's report for the year ended December 31st, 2024. So I'll just quickly go through that. I'm not going to read it word for word, but I'll highlight some of the matters in here. We have audited the financial statements of Northern Rockies Regional Municipality, which comprise the statement of financial position as at December 31st, 2024. In our opinion, the accompanying financial statements present fairly in all material respects the financial position of the Northern Rockies Regional Municipality as at December 31st, 2024, and the results of its operations, its cash flows for the year then ended in accordance with Canadian accounting standards for public sectors. The basis for our opinion: we conducted our audit in accordance with Canadian generally accepted auditing standards. We are independent of the municipality in accordance with our ethical requirements, and we believe that the audit evidence that we have obtained is sufficient and appropriate to provide the basis for our opinion. On other matter, in the prior year, it was a qualified opinion, and so we just want to bring that to everyone's attention, that the prior year's numbers were qualified due to an incomplete adoption of the asset retirement obligation, which, if you turn your attention to note 2 to the financial statements, we have management has fully adopted asset retirement obligations at this time, and we have not modified our opinion this year in respect to these matters. Just management is responsible for the presentation and fair preparation of these financial statements. And management is also responsible for assessing the municipality's ability to continue as a going concern. Those charged with governance, the mayor and council, are responsible for the overseeing of the municipality's financial reporting process. Our responsibility as the auditors is to obtain reasonable assurance about whether the financial statements as a whole are free from material misstatement, whether due to fraud or error, and to issue an auditor's report that includes our opinion. Reasonable assurance is a high level of assurance, but is not guaranteed that the audit conducted in accordance with Canadian generally accepted accounting standards will always detect material misstatements when they exist. We also identify and assess the risk of material misstatement of the financial statements, whether due to audit or fraud or error, and we design and perform our audit procedures responsive to those risks. We obtain an understanding of the internal controls relevant to the audit in order to design our audit procedures, but not for the purpose of expressing an opinion on the effectiveness of the municipality's internal controls. We evaluate the appropriateness of the accounting policy used and the reasonableness of accounting estimates made by management. We conclude on the appropriateness of management's use of the going concern basis based on the audit evidence we obtain. And we evaluate the overall presentation and structure of the financial statement. So what all of that says is that we've issued a clean auditor's report this year. Lots of changes, lots of extra time taken this year to get us to this point, but I'm very happy to report that it is a clean auditor's report.
Okay, thank you for that, Alan. Is there any questions for Alan about the financial report? Go ahead, John. Councilor Roper.
Thank you. Were there any challenges in obtaining information or the documentation that you guys needed during the audit, or was the process smooth overall?
The process was smooth. There was a lot of information that we needed to obtain this year in order to fully adopt the asset retirement obligation, and that's a big chunk of what brought us to this point in the delay this year.
Thank you.
Any comments from staff? Well, it sounds like it was a great job done by everybody, even though there was a bit of a delay. I think, are we in a position with the province are we okay from that? Because we're late, right? So we're all good with the province? Okay.
Just to add to that, we did chat about it when we were in UBCM.
Yeah.
And they were fine. I mean, they said we're by far not the latest, and
Yeah.
typically on time, and it's a non-issue. So for them, and we were lots of discussion and dialogue throughout the time. They were aware that, the delays and the reasons for the delays. Obviously, we don't like to be in this position, but at the same time, the province never had any red flags in the play from that perspective.
Good. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Alan. I think the resolution to adopt these is tonight, right? That's okay, there it is. So if everybody is okay, there's no further questions, then we're looking for a resolution to adopt at 8.1.
So moved.
Okay, for those who are online, the resolution reads that the 2024 audited financial statements for Northern Rockies Regional Municipality be adopted as presented. Moved by Councilor Roper. Do I have a seconder? Councilor Gerwing. Is there any discussion on that? Seeing none, all in favor? Are there any proposed? That carries. Thank you very much. Thanks, Alan, for all the work that you did on this. I know that we've got the hospital district to deal with as well, so we'll adjourn this meeting and move into that meeting. So a motion to adjourn a special meeting, please. Moved by Councilor Gerwing, second by Councilor Souls. All in favor? Or any opposed? That's carried. Thank you. We are adjourned for the special regional council meeting.